While humanity's knowledge on technology and nature has come quite a long way, there's still a lot of things that surprise and shock us on a visceral level. The unknown inspires equal parts awe and fear. It's amazing to learn new things, but at what possible cost to your mind or your life? As we'll see, there are places in our world that are so strange, off-putting, or plain dangerous that it would have been better to stay in blissful ignorance. In this video, we'll be exploring things mortals were never meant to see. The kinds of things that will keep you up at night, from the haunted, mysterious, and absurdly deadly, to the places that people really have no business being at. Stick until the end of the video for some of the most extreme things that humans have discovered. So, let's dive right in. Number 13. The Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. With a seemingly endless fire that has gone on for more than 50 years non-stop, it's little wonder how the Darvaza gas crater earned the title of Door to Hell. While facts aren't clear on how this demonic pit of flames came to be, the most popular origin story is that a Soviet geologist decided to burn the gases inside the crater after stumbling onto it in a search for oil. Although the intended purpose of this was to prevent the poisonous gases from reaching nearby towns, the continual burnings has led to adverse environmental and health effects that has caused the government of Turkmenistan to begin looking into extinguishing the door's eternal flames. Let's hope no demons crawl out to fight back. Number 12. Blood Falls, Antarctica. This other hellish-looking sight at the ends of the earth leaves a vampire feeling pretty hungry. The massive Taylor Glacier spews out a ruby-red liquid at one of its edges. While mysterious, and definitely a bit ominous thinking about a bleeding earth, the cause of it is surprisingly natural. The salt water in the glacier is filled with iron, which then essentially rusts red as it flows out into the open air. It's a reasonable explanation, but it still doesn't shake off the fact that it really is like blood. After all, blood tastes like iron. It is filled to the brim with iron. This place is nothing more than a natural blood spring. Number 11. The Elephant's Foot, Chernobyl. In the aftermath of the unprecedented destruction of the Chernobyl disaster, a strange but deadly reminder of the event was found in the former basement of reactor number 4. Imagine a dark, wrinkled, and dirty mass of fuel, concrete, sand, and other substances, almost a tar-like slime. That would be the Elephant's Foot. Named after its appearance and mass, the reason this spot is named and notable is due to being made of one of the most radioactive materials on the planet, corium, and is radioactive enough that even 500 seconds of exposure to the foot is lethal. It's a wonder how anyone looking at it would still even be alive. Number 10. The Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. In 1974, the famous 3.2 million-year-old fossilized bones of the early hominid Lucy were discovered in the Danakil Depression, leading some paleontologists to claim the area as the origin of humanity. And a Garden of Eden, this is absolutely not. The hottest, driest, and lowest place on Earth's surface, the environment of the Danakil Depression is littered with the saltiest and most acidic hot springs anywhere in the world. The environment is so strange and hostile to normal life that scientists use this region to study hypothetical conditions for alien life forms on Earth. If that doesn't convince you this place is messed up, we don't know what will. Number 9. The Boiling River, Peru. National Geographic once called Chennai Timpishka, a tributary of the Amazon River, a boiling river that seems to flow from the center of the earth and kills anything that falls into it. Doesn't that sound pleasant? With no known volcanoes or fault lines present around the river, the ongoing theory of the source of the river's heat is a deep-rooted fault reaching the Earth's mantle below the river. The scorching hot water reaches up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which, while not the hottest cooking temperature, is definitely enough to kill anything and anyone foolish enough to take a swim in it. Don't get close, or you'll absolutely become soup. Number 8. Snake Island, Brazil. Animals tend to evolve in very strange ways when isolated in places such as remote islands, and in this case, they can evolve into absolute monsters. The infamous Ilha de Queimada Grande, or Snake Island, is the only natural habitat of the golden lancehead pit viper, one of the most venomous snakes in Latin America. The snakes evolved after being stranded on the island thousands of years ago with no natural predators, specifically mammals, creating toxins optimized for killing birds quickly and brutally before they can fly away. It's claimed that the toxins they use can melt human flesh, but it's hard to confirm this due to the Brazilian government banning most people from visiting the island out of safety. Perhaps it's for the best. Are you a fan of snakes? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments below. Number 7. Socotra Island, Yemen. Socotra Island is not as extreme as some of the more dangerous places on our list, but that doesn't stop it from being completely bizarre to us. Often described as the most alien-looking place on Earth, the island is home to an extremely high amount of endemic life and fauna as a result of the island's isolated environment, meaning that there's many unique and odd-looking plant life. The most famous of these is the dragon's blood tree, which has a distinctive umbrella of mushroom cap shape and red sap used for dye. Trees that bleed red are only scratching the surface of what's on this island. Number 6. The Great Blue Hole, Belize. This beautiful natural formation is equal parts enchanting and frightening in its depths. Found off the coast of Belize, the Great Blue Hole is noted for its near uniform circular shape and size. Diving into the water shows that the hole drops steeply into the depths of up to 125 meters. It's a dizzying amount of distance for any diver to attempt, but what makes this yawning abyss even more hellish is the layer of toxic hydrogen sulfide starting at 90 meters into the hole. Beyond this, no sea life has survived to flourish at the bottom of the hole, giving way to a graveyard of crustaceans and the remains of at least 2 humans who drowned here. Yikes. Number 5. The bottom of the ocean. While we're talking about the bottom of the ocean, it's frightening both how strange and how unknown the whole ocean is to landlubbers like us. From what we've seen of places such as the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the environment for life becomes increasingly hostile and leads to some terrifying species of marine animals like the infamous anglerfish. Not only that, but up to 80% of the ocean is still unmapped, and an estimated 91% of sea life hasn't been discovered yet. The possibilities waiting at the bottom of the ocean are endless. Stories starring deep-sea monsters like Godzilla suddenly don't sound completely implausible. Number 4. Giant Crystal Cave, Mexico. This huge cavern looks like something out of a fantasy setting, but there's a strict look, don't touch policy for this place, and for good reason. Located in the Nika mine in Mexico, the Giant Crystal Cave is home to some of the largest natural crystals discovered on Earth. While the awe-inspiring crystals look like white ice, ironically, the cave remains largely unexplored due to being a bit of an oven, the temperature of the cave reaching up to 136 degrees Fahrenheit. For perspective, the danger of heat stroke meant scientists had to create special cooling suits to extend their exposure time from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. If there's one thing this cave teaches us, it's that reaching the center of the Earth is almost definitely a pipe dream. Number 3. The Lascaux Caves, France. This one is perhaps the least dangerous and most tragic entries on this list, not even at the cost of lives. Discovered by accident in 1940, the Lascaux Caves are home to 17,300-year-old paintings done by ancient humans. 8 years later, the caves became open to the public as an art gallery of sorts, which ended up being a mistake. Because of the high influx of visitors and open air, the breathing of all the guests caused the paintings to begin deteriorating, and all kinds of molds and mosses began to grow. As a result, the cave was closed off again in 1963. After all, these paintings weren't meant for the public eye, or at least hundreds of them. Number 2. North Sentinel Island, India. This unassuming island is home to something that probably shouldn't have been found by modern people, one of the most well-known groups of uncontacted people in the world, the Sentinelese. Located as part of the Andaman Islands in the Indian Ocean, North Sentinel Island has been mostly untouched by outsiders due to the hostile nature of the Sentinelese, who have constantly refused peaceful contact with the outside world for hundreds of years and attempted to kill anyone who gets near the island. The population count is unknown, ranging from the 50s to 500s, and the Sentinelese language is completely unknown to anyone outside of their community. The majority of people who entered the island never returned, and it will likely continue to be this way for the rest of our lives. Best to leave these folks alone. Number 1. Extreme exoplanets. All the mysteries of outer space will likely never ever be truly solved by humans. We will never see beyond the observable universe, and even if we did, we probably wouldn't want to know what imagined places there are out there. While we live in a relatively sane solar system with normal planets, there are terrifying places in the universe that life would otherwise never even bear witness to. Are you a fan of WASP 76b, a planet so hot that it rains pure molten lava? Or HD 189733b, a planet so hot and so fast that it rains flying glass bullets? There's so much more out there that we haven't discovered in terms of extreme, unimaginable climates, and we don't know if we want to even imagine what kind of aliens could survive conditions like these. So there you have it. We hope our list has inspired you with awe and maybe a little fear. If you had the means, which location from the countdown would you want to visit? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like and subscribe for more death-defying trivia. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.